In Campaign 08, the rift between the Reverend Jeremiah Wright and Senator Barack Obama, for the first time, local African-American pastors are talking about it. Our CBS 2's Mike Parker shows us their point of view.
More than a dozen African-American church leaders met behind closed doors to talk about the city's wave of violence, and sources say to talk about the controversy swirling about Senator Barack Obama and Reverend Jeremiah Wright. When it ended, most agreed to talk to reporters only about their plans to combat crime.
God bless you all. Everybody have a wonderful day.
The political firestorm surrounding the pastor, the candidate, and the black church seemed too touchy for most of the ministers. Two clergymen who were willing to speak said they support Obama's harsh denunciation of Wright.
The senator was quite eloquent. He was quite pained. He was hurt, quite frankly, and rightfully so. He distanced himself from his pastor's remarks, which he should have done.
Reverend Marshall Hatch was in Washington Monday and saw for himself Wright's controversial press club speech and news conference. He says his heart goes out to Obama and said he hopes Wright will not respond.
What we saw yesterday with Senator Barack Obama, I think we had a glimpse into his soul. That was painful for any parishioner. I'm sorry, this is enough. For any parishioner to have to do in a relationship they've had with their pastor. Okay? And I think decent people in faith communities, they understand that.
We should point out that both ministers praised Reverend Wright for the good work he and his church have done. Reverend Ackrey, however, suggested that Wright's controversial statements collided with Obama's role as a unifier for the country. Live in the control room, Mike Parker, CBS 2 News.
Mike, thanks so much. We have gotten a lot of emails about this on CBS2Chicago.com. James wrote, Barack will have to continue addressing this, but this was a good start. He also needs to point out that Wright's service in the Marines reflects a far greater patriotism that Clinton and her husband have ever shown. Angie wrote, he didn't do enough about this. His distancing himself was a political move, and he just wants to win. How come he's just now distancing himself? If you want to read more about those remarks, Obama's remarks, and of course your own, go to CBS2Chicago.com.